That kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most. Part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Hill is out there with Turner. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Lawson in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as dominant, Clark, as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Paul George, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Ellis comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And George Hills subbed in for Ty Lawson.
And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a three-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Hill. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
There's the pick. Harden kicks to Brewer. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Outside Hill. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so that...
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. In the second quarter, we began to see... And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Patrick Beverley. He's been playing really well.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Beverley in at the one spot.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Rockets leading by 11. Ariza outside. Modiunas has the open look, and it's Houston with another.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Ty Lawson subbed in for George Hill. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Beasley comes in for Modiunas. K.J. McDaniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverley. Kicks it out to Terry. Back to Beasley. Terry outside. 6 on the shot clock. The shot no good. Good D by Lawson.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he can't hit the second. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And so it's Houston with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Turner is out there with Mahinmi. And it's Miles in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time. With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for Indiana. Hill comes in for C.J. Miles, and it's Ellis in for Rodney Stuckey. Howard's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Beverly, and the rejection by Mahinmi. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Allen's checked in for Turner. Off the pick, here's Beasley, and the rejection by Mahinmi. Knocked away. Here's Hill. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Rockets leading by 9. Now here's Beverly. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Rockets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Harden. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
To the middle, here's Ariza. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ariza's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Over in the corner, Ellis. Three-pointer. It's off. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it.